Hey guys, welcome back to Hotel Lobby Podcast. We previously had the name of No Name Podcast, but we decided recently to change it. We just been looking for a new name over the past 2 episodes or so. I'm Colby.
I'm Hunter, and we
I'm
have a
Camel.
yeah. Fortunately, Derek wasn't able to make it. I mean, should we say why?
That's up to you.
Let's just say our friend Derek. He is in the army and he is kind of busy a lot, so he wasn't able to make it. So hopefully later on he'll be able to come back and do some more episodes with us. But anyways,
Yeah, we'll
so
probably have him within the next time, hopefully.
yeah,
All right. How's y'all's days been going so far?
pretty good. I mean,
Fairly okay,
yeah. I mean, I worked today and yesterday. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Camel?
Oh, I work at a sandwich shop called Jimmy John's, so it's pretty generic work days
Yeah.
all around. So
Anything interesting happen?
I have been into 2 different parties within 2 different days. I am been wiped out. Last night I stayed up till like 2 in the morning and then came back, crashed, and then as soon as I woke up, I had to go to another one. And so I'm here right now. And then after this podcast, I think I'm gonna head back out to go back to the party I was just at. So I'm gonna be around all day today.
Yeah.
very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll kick it off. What do y'all think y'all's top 3 games of this year have been?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I played a lot of games. Not really a whole lot of them. I don't think have been released this year. I played some other games. Like I played a little bit of For Honor.
I could rephrase. Top 3 games of like you found this year, necessarily made this year. Like it could be all time, but
Yeah.
people sometimes change their games. What are your top 3 games of all time?
Top 3 games of all time. I mean, I'm just gonna base this off the games that I've played a lot. Obviously it can be games I don't really play much anymore. But let's see. So you're probably gonna hate me for one of them, but GTA 5 is pretty fun. I wish they'd make the next game, but that's a really good game, like the online mode and all that.
Yeah.
Then there's this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but for some people, but Minecraft is definitely one of them. I know it's sort of a silly choice, but like you can do so much in it, even if you get tired of the base game, I may even use mods sometime, play it with mods.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Minecraft has
RTX mods
been,
look pretty cool on Minecraft. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
yeah. And what's
It's
another
insane
good
what
game?
it's insane what sort of graphics they've made with mods on Minecraft, and I just like looking on YouTube back at it.
Yeah.
Um,
What's another
some
good
of mine, some of mine that I've been going for recent. Oh wait, that was your second one?
game? Yeah.
My bad, third one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I may let you go because I can't really think of a third one right off
Okay.
the top of my head.
We can come back to you, or I can just go to me.
Yeah, let's just go to you. Let's just go to you.
Okay. For mine, I think a few weeks ago, a few months ago, I set out to try and beat all the Dark Souls games in order, and I did Dark Souls 1 Remastered, and for right now, that is my favorite game. It's just the map design, the layout, the story. It's really good to me. I like it a lot. Second, I think I'd have to say for a multiplayer game would be more of Hunt Showdown. It's sort of underrated, so not many people know it. But it's a fun cowboy shooter with you load into a game, you go out against other players while facing the environment, while trying to kill a boss and escape alive. But not every time you can do that. It's a fun game. I like it to enjoy.
Yeah,
And then finally, I think I'd say Elden Ring. I really love it. I put in a lot of hours on it, and I finally beat it about, I would say, pretty much 2 months after it came out. I took a little bit of time on it, but it was overall a really fun game.
yeah. What about you, Camel?
Oh boy. If we can modify that top 3 games this year or top 3 games of all time, judging by my play count, I'm probably gonna have to say Destiny 1 or 2 is like as close tie. I'm gonna actually have to agree with you, Hunter, and say Minecraft. Minecraft 360 edition. Yeah. That sucked up a lot of my time growing up.
Took a lot of my time.
I will say, and I know this kind of ties in with one of the topics later on, but underrated game that many people don't like because it doesn't encompass the Spartan program and like the Halo series. But Halo 3 ODST, favorite. My favorite Halo of all time is Halo 3 ODST.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I managed to beat that a few months ago, and it was a really fun story. I actually remember me and Derek, even though he's not here, I'm going to say the story. Me and Derek beat that in one night. It was really fun to see. So basically, as the morning in real life was coming up, in game when we beat it in the last mission, I don't know his name. I think it was Buck. Something about, hey, look, the sun's rising. And it was fun to see because we did it in one night how it was in-game supposed to be.
When was this when he did that? Like, when was this?
This was like, I'm going to say March, about 4 or 5 months ago.
No, you said it, so this is recent.
Yeah, it's pretty recent. I haven't really played much of Halo since then.
Yeah,
but it was fun to see. It was fun to see how ODST3 has played.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't play it multiplayer or even co-op anymore because the servers are shut down for those games.
I'm sure if you were to get it on PC or something, if you can, I'm sure there's mods where you can. I don't know.
You can still play it in Master Chief Collection, but I mean,
okay.
So
there's mods everywhere for games to allow anything.
Speaking of one game I forgot about, I wouldn't necessarily say it's one of my top games, but it's a good game if you're looking for a game to play through kind of quickly. You know, have any of you heard of Postal 2?
Yeah.
Can you describe it?
It's how do I describe it? I mean, it's an older video game, so the graphics are a little dated, but like you can get it on Steam. It's basically like you go around doing these little these little easy missions that seem easy. Like for example, you'll go to a company or basically like in the first mission you go to like some video game store, right? And and then there's you basically get your paycheck, and then there's these like protesters on the game,
Is it the one that came out in 2003?
It was between 2002 and 2004, maybe 2003. It's called Postal
2. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Basically, in the first, there's a lot of protesters that'll go after you in the game. For example, there's one mission where you're in the library, and then there's these environmentalists saying save a book or save a tree, burn a book. Like they're against destroying trees to make books or something. The game is kind of random, and there's also a lot of dark humor, and it's also kind of messed up. Like you can literally use a cat as a silencer for your gun. I'm not even kidding. And then when it's used up, it just explodes everywhere.
Literally, as soon as you just said that, I saw a picture on Google Images of Spies 12 with the cat's ass planted on it.
Yeah. There's even one mission that has Osama bin Laden in it. Yes, they actually included that shit. Yeah, it's a lot of dark and offensive humor in that game. It is kind of fun if you want to play something quick.
Looks like a little fun, fast game to play.
Yeah.
Change of pace.
keep in mind you're killing Osama bin Laden, so it's not actually glorifying him, if that makes anybody feel better who's watching this. So
better.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So, game of the year. What do y'all think it could be? I know what it very well should be. Elden Ring.
2042.
No.
No. That makes me want to wax my pubic hair. Don't ever say that again.
Oh wow! I pre-ordered that 2042. That was
I dropped 120 plus on that game, and
I think I bought it when it was discounted, hoping somebody would play it with me, but nobody did. So I was like, install it. I wasted my money on that. It's just nobody. Some of my friends had it, but I don't know. And then they just stopped playing it when I got it. It's just
I think I pre-ordered it.
Which
Then again,
edition
they'll ban
did
them.
you have?
It was
Which
the
edition
cheapest
did you
one.
have? Okay. Was it for Xbox One or was it for Series console?
Series X. I have the Series X.
Okay, same here. But see, I had it for both, but my other friends who were on Xbox One at the time only had Xbox One or Xbox One S, not Xbox Series consoles. So I never really wanted to play on the old gen because why would I? Pardon me there. So it just kind of fell by the wayside, and I stopped actively playing and I stopped actively supporting the game. And when you do that, your chemistry in your head changes to want to not ever play the game again.
Yeah, man, I think I played like the previous Battlefield game was considered bad, but wasn't near as bad as 2042. Remember Battlefield 5?
Battlefield 5 or
I actually
Hardline?
played that a little bit. Yeah, Battlefield 5, and it wasn't that bad. I heard the campaign
Battlefield 5 was really, really good. In my opinion.
I heard the campaign was a bit woke when it comes to, like, the accuracy and all that. If you know what I mean. Even
that was
trailer.
mostly drama whenever it first came out. I played it. It wasn't too big of a deal. I didn't really focus too much on that aspect, but
females in war, and then like I can see the meme like the Russian snipers that were mostly female. Am I a joke to you? Like,
I mean, I don't mind female.
Women didn't serve in battles. Yes, they did.
I mean, maybe not
all of them, but they definitely did.
I mean, you didn't really see it in World War II. Obviously, like. I get that everyone should get representation. I totally get that, but you can't make things got to be accurate to history. You know what I mean?
Hey, Hunter,
there were a number of women that served in World War II. They might not have seen combat.
Yeah, we're not joking. We're not joking. We're actually serious. There were women who served in both World Wars.
Were they in combat?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Some Russian side, yes.
Yeah, Hunter, when you were just French now joking about Camel, hold on. Hunter, when you were just now joking about the female soldiers in Battlefield 1, that was actually a thing.
I know. Oh, did I actually joke about that one time?
You just did.
No, I wasn't joking about it. I'm saying, like, you didn't usually see women in combat. Obviously, I would not have a problem with it. I was just thinking, is that historically accurate? I don't know.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not trying to be like a sexist.
No, I understand. I was just making sure. Well, cool. But yes, they served both in World War I and World War II. But back to what I asked a few minutes ago. What do you think about the Game of the Year?
Game of the Year. Let me think. I honestly do not know. It could be the new model. Actually, it's probably going to be. When did Elden Ring come out? Or did it come out this year or last year?
Elden Ring came out this February, so it is either going to be a match between Elden Ring and Call of Duty, and I am more leaning towards Elden Ring because it was just beast when it came out. Hype train, just all over. It was just for me, and it was right after I beat Dark Souls 3. In fact, the night before Elden Ring released, I did a run a week or two before on Dark Souls 3, killing every single boss, and then finally, the night before Elden Ring release, I killed two of the bosses, Dark Eater Midir and Slave Knight Gale. And the next day, I woke up, Elden Ring released, and I just started on that, and it was brilliant. I just loved it. Done with one, on to the next.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
yes, for the Game of the Year, I hope it is Elden Ring.
Yeah, I mean, I personally haven't played. I mean, I don't know. I'm a very social kind of person, and I kind of lean towards multiplayer games. Like, it's not that I won't play something single player ever so often, but I'm heavily multiplayer leaning.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
Yeah. So.
But I know Call of Duty will do fine. It does every single year.
Yeah.
People will say, why Call of Duty is failing on their YouTube thumbnails, but it's not.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Every Call of Duty game is going to have some flaws, none of them are going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to stop us from complaining about them, but you know what I mean.
Since we see a Call of Duty every single year, I think it's fair that they shouldn't really get Game of the Year compared to things that don't come out as often.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you would be getting Call of Duty every single year. I mean, Call of
Yeah.
Duty 2019, that was a cool game.
Yeah,
I would
Modern
have actually
Warfare
made that
2019.
Game of the Year. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Let me search up what the Game of the Year for 2019 is.
Yeah. I mean, I actually enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019. I mean, sure, the skill-based matchmaking wasn't bad, but there were times where it was a little weird. I will say that.
Yep, not surprising. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Another, what are they? From Software game, the same people who made Dark Souls and Elden Ring. It's funny.
Yeah. How
They
popular?
got a Game of the Year, and they're back to get one in again. I'm sorry?
Yeah, I wonder if
Do what?
Hentai versus Furries will ever get popular. No, I'm kidding. No. That is not an actual game, by the way, Camel. Hentai versus Furries.
Yep, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Someone can make
came
it
out in
into a game, and then hentai and furry lovers can rejoice. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Game of the Year 2020, of course, Last of Us Part 2. 21, that would be It Takes Two.
You notice how if you look at the people who gave reviews for Halo 3, let's say these companies gave it this many stars. Apparently Microsoft ranked Halo 3 5 out of 5 stars.
I did not expect It Takes Two to be coming Game of the Year 2021.
Did you ever see that meme, where Halo was ranked 5 stars by Microsoft, even though they're the parent company? That was a meme where
they get a free cheat code of whatever they want.
Yeah, and it shows like a picture of like Obama giving Obama a medal. That one meme. Like, have you seen that picture? It shows like two different Obamas. One of them's giving the other a medal. It was basically like joking about Microsoft rating their own game 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I've seen that meme before.
Yeah,
plenty of times. Yep.
Yeah, it's still a good meme, even if it's old.
What about?
Just to give you a flashback into the world of video games and history, the best-selling video game in 1994, which was my birth year, which I'm 28, was Super Street Fighter 2X, which is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Virtua Fighter in Japan, and Daytona USA and Mortal Kombat 2 in the United States. Well, the year's best-selling home video game worldwide was Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
That's just to show you how far we've come from Game of the Year to now.
Yeah.
It's not surprising that Nintendo has definitely taken some of those.
Yeah.
With
did you guys know that if you were to play Mortal Kombat on a Nintendo system back in the day, the blood and gore would be censored out? Like, that's... Huh? It's like, why would they do that, I mean, then again, I know they're kind of leaning towards kids, but, like, clearly they have an M-rated system for a reason, like the ESRB ratings. Peggy if you're in Europe and Australia. But,
I mean, the only game I would ever want to play remastered that is from like a younger generation on current gen hardware would probably be adult or the only adult rated game in existence, which I think was Heavy Rain. I'm pretty sure on that.
Are you going to say Manhunt 2? Or Manhunt?
Well, I mean, Manhunt's Manhunt, but I would love to play Heavy Rain like on Xbox.
You said Heavy Rain was an AO rated game, not M, like AO.
What is Heavy Rain? Can you describe it?
Psychological thriller, I think. That's the best way
So Heavy Rain so did it come out in 2010?
Off to Google because I'm a scrub. Heavy Rain. Quantic, yes.
Google
published by Sony Computer Entertainment.
Do you say adult rated? Do you mean M or AO? AO is a little higher than the M rating.
It was adult, and then they dropped it to, I think, M.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, very few games been rated to the adults only rating, like Manhunt 2. Oh, I'm pretty sure I heard Manhunt was rated the M rating, but Manhunt 2 is with the AO rating. Like I heard, like even with the dated graphics, some of the stuff in it was pretty messed up. Like you heard that there's one scene, like, cause if you know what Manhunt is, Colby, you've ever seen any footage of it?
I have not.
It's basically like a stealth game where you're like, it's basically like a stealth game where you like sneak up behind people, like obviously people who want to kill you, and you sneak up behind them and you kill them in a brutal way. Like, like brutally, like,
Let's
like,
see.
like there's apparently, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I heard that there's one scene in Manhunt 2 where he literally cut off somebody's genitals. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but then again, if that is true, I can see why it has an AO rating, Like, I heard it's pretty messed up.
I remember those stories.
Yeah. Do you know if that actually happened, Camel? Don't look it up, actually, but,
See,
the game.
this
Not
thumbnail
no to
before.
Elwood.
Yeah, I've seen this thumbnail before for Manhunt 2. Yep, I definitely remember. That was a heavier rated game.
Yeah. Let's see, man. Yeah, I know it's been banned in several countries,
Oh, it's that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not banned in America because America is a free country. Anyways, I'm making a joke, but I mean, it is just a video game, because like our friend, so Camel, our friend Jacob, right? Like, for some of you who are watching the podcast may know him as Body Count if you've seen my YouTube videos, but he's played a lot of like really messed up games such as Manhunt, and he's perfectly normal, like,
I can't have a video game change someone completely.
Yeah. Just like there's a lot of things I'll do in video games that I'll never do in the real world because it's a video game,
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both for physical limitations and things that you just can't get away with law-wise.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things you can do in video games that you can't do in real life.
Yeah.
Very funny story about that. Things you can do in video games that you can't do in real life. When GTA 5 came out, I was working at GameStop, okay? And let's just say the kids knew what was in the game because they were smart and they wanted to play it, but the moms and the dads did not. And it was my job to accurately detail what was in that game that they were wanting to buy. And there were certain moms that were just like, yeah, screw it, fuck it, he can play whatever he wants, it's fine. But then there were those really like nosy moms that were like, well, what's in the game? What do you do in the game? And I told them straight, like, oh, you can, and the kid, every time it was the same reaction. So mom would be like, hey, what's in the game? And I'd be like, well, you can kill people, you can murder them, you can go to strip clubs, you can sell and do drugs, fly planes, crash them into people, rob the cops, rob liquor stores, rob the gas stations, kill all the cops, kill people at random by walking up to them and shooting them, kind of like you can do in real life, but you're probably going to get away with it in the game and not in real life. And the mother's reactions were just like, "Oh, you're not getting that game. Go pick out a Lego game." And every time the kid was like, I could see them like seething at their core, like, fuck, I'm gonna come back with my gang kids and murder your ass. And I wanted protection when I left the store at night because holy crap, these kids gave me this like, I'm going to eat your soul out look. And yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if they played the game, I'm sure if they played.
I was on the inverse of that, and or the reverse side of that. I wasn't like one of those young kids, but I would say I was in, let's say, 10th grade. I'm 16. I'm 2 years off from being 18, right? And I am. Wait, no, that's not right. Freshman year, I was 14 or 15, and right before I got my car, I said, "Hey mom, can we go to GameStop? There's a game I want to get." And of course, it'd be GTA 5. And so we get in the car. We go. Like, we're doing errands this one day, then we just go in GameStop because I saw it. It's like, hey, let's go get a game. So I walk in, I go pick up the game, and I take it to the counter. He says, you can't buy this. You're definitely not 18. Can I at least get your parent? I was like, oh, okay. And I called my mom over. Hey, mom, can you come over here and help me buy this game? She's like, okay, cool. And exactly what you said. He explained how there was like this scene where he puts a drill bit in people's hands or something, or in their kneecaps, like one of the missions. How fucked up it is, like explaining how fucked up the game was. My mom was like, yeah, you're not getting this at all." I was like, "Yeah, I could have seen where that was going."
You could have just bought an
trying
Xbox.
not to have kids on.
You could have just bought an Xbox gift card and bought it behind your back. That's what my ass would have done.
That's scummy. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I would. I would have just fine.
I somewhat respect my parents, Hunter. Thank you, but nope.
I mean, I remember when my dad would let me play GTA when I was early on in high school, but my mom, my stepdad probably wouldn't have.
Your dad would let you start playing on Xbox. Hey, son, you're in a strip club. Go grab their titties. You're like, okay, Dad, I can do that. And then, yeah, it was.
Yeah, he let me play it, but then again, like,
you're not getting that game for a while. I was like, yeah, I expected that.
Yeah, like my dad actually told me not to let to make sure my mom didn't really know that I was playing GTA, or my stepdad, because like, you know, they would not have been happy. Like, I can imagine, like, if they were to walk in and see me in the strip club in that game, they would have freaked the fuck out, you know?
Yeah, it does have some fucked up elements.
Yeah.
We'll certainly give it that. That has earned. But speaking of GTA 5, what do y'all think about GTA 6?
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, hey, it can't be as crazy as the launch of GTA 5 was in 2013 when I was working at GameStop, because
absolutely, because these days are online.
No, you don't understand. Like, okay, midnight releases for games have declined in recent years, especially at brick and mortar stores. But yeah. I'm telling you right now, we had people getting into the back of their pickup trucks, waving American flags, and speeding off into the sunset like Trevor would in the game. Okay.
Oh God.
And we also had a kid who just got his copy of GTA 5 on I think it was PS3, because he's a not a hashtag real gamer dab. But he got his copy on PS3. He walked out of the store. Now there's an old man in a Corvette sitting up near Walmart, okay? I don't know if he plays games or what, but he was just cruising through, and when he got to the line, he wanted to be a show-off. So he revved up his engine and just flew down the road. Mind you, this kid is just walking right in the middle of his car path lane thing, and just misses the dude, almost screams him and kills him.
Ooh. Oh God!
Just like inches away from death, and he just picked up his copy of GTA, and I'm like, and I jokingly said that would have been like a 6-star incident right there, and everybody in line like looked at me. And then they broke out in laughter. And the one dude that was like in line, I'm like, sure, mine not have been like seven stars. And one dude at the back joked, "Nah, it's probably only 3 right there." You know, just NPC walking across the street, and we all like made it dark humor related, but some kid almost died. Some guy almost fell out of the pickup truck with the American flag. The cops were called because someone said someone was waving around that they had a gun, so the cops were called that night. Yeah,
I want to play GTA in real life.
Yeah, some dude camped out in a tent with a generator, and as soon as he got his copy, he popped it in on his game's Vanguard system, and played it right there. Boom.
Right in front of the GameStop on its head or
Right in
something?
front of right in front of the store.
That is funny.
And I actually have one of those systems, those games Vanguard systems. They're nice, but at the time, that was like a $300 or $400 setup he had going on. So
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If GTA 6 is rumored to be as crazy as GTA 5, just imagine what you will see if you go to the midnight releases, which I'd
probably go to it just for the experience, you know?
Yeah.
Even if something bad happens, I'll have shit to talk about. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
As long as you don't fight over your PS5 and stuff.
Yeah. I won't see myself really getting into a fight over something like that. I mean, especially because they might have a weapon. If they want it that badly, you know, let them have it at that point. Then again, I may not be in that mindset. I don't know.
Yep.
So, you can never be too sure unless you're in that situation.
All right. I think we went over our top games this year and a few rants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Any games we're looking forward to coming up?
I mean, I'm looking forward to Modern Warfare 2. I mean, the beta actually wasn't bad. You know, it was actually kind of fun. I'm looking forward to recording content.
I think I'm also gearing towards Modern Warfare 2. Not because any special reason, but because I pre-ordered the damn thing for $100. So I'm hoping
I did the same
it comes
thing.
out really well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
you were the one who kind of got me into that, so hopefully it turns out well.
Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't turn out well, I'll just make sure never to pre-order anything again.
Well,
I will never learn that lesson.
That's a big constituent with a lot of people. People that pre-order are apparently peasants and don't know any better because they just feed into the system and allow the corporations to get away with it. But honestly, I don't view it that way at all. I view it as if you are invested in a franchise, go for it. It's your money. No one can sway you any differently.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying.
Colby, didn't you pre-ordered Fallout 76? Didn't you? You think you told me about that?
Oh, good lord! Yes, when it first. No, hold on. They're not exactly. So this was when I first got my Xbox. So I got Fallout 76 with my Xbox. I didn't get it after it. It came with the purchase of my Xbox. So I just bought the game with the Xbox. And it was the Xbox One X. Yeah, Xbox One X with 76. It was the bundled package, you know. I started playing it. I realized that this ain't so good of a game. Then again, when did it release?
Let me look it up. Was it 2018 or 2017?
I think it was
Fallout 76 released. I just searched it.
2019? 2017?
Let's see.
It came out October 23rd, 2018. Yep,
Right.
that sounds right.
Yeah,
this was a birthday gift
4
for
years
me.
ago. It's kind of crazy.
That was a birthday gift for me for November 1st. So that's
happy birthday, young man.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Oh.
Yep, that's actually one of the points I wanted to come back to. Well, not come back to. That's one of the points I wanted to get to. Games that are making a comeback. Hunter, you and me played it about a few months ago.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. I mean, you know,
it isn't. No.
I haven't played it enough to really have a solid opinion of it, but it's not bad so far.
When the game first came out on console, it was just unplayable, and it was absolutely terrible. Now I boot on my Xbox, and I get in. It's playable. It's like every other Fallout now. I mean, of course, there's going to be bugs here and there because it's multiplayer, and it's the first multiplayer game they had, and every single Fallout they have is always going to be laggy. But for what it is good for right now.
I mean, maybe like, you know, like, I mean, how to word this? Hopefully the next game, you know, they'll learn and be like, okay, here's where we fucked up last time, and here's what we could improve on this time, you know? I feel like they're
going to take a long break before they go back to multiplayer games.
I don't blame them.
I do. If they want to dabble in multiplayer, then, well, they're going to get punished for doing it wrong. I mean,
yeah,
it's just consumers get angry about certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
Another game that's come back, all for a very good hyped anime, Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I've heard there was an anime. I heard there was an anime of it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yep, Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
I heard Battlefield wants to copy that and make a Battlefield anime. those are the memes going around. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good lord, that I don't even know how they would start on that.
Revitalize the franchise.
I
Battlefield.
This is also another
Big
one of the
Titty
games
anime edition.
This is also one of the games that I pre-ordered, Cyberpunk. Oh, it was such a mess on release. I booted the game up. I didn't get to play. It just my Xbox literally said no, not today, and not
you didn't have
any
this
other
because you
day.
didn't have the Series X.
I have the Xbox One X.
I know. I'm talking about the Series X.
Like you could play it, but the graphics were terrible. Like everything was clipping through, so lighting was off. It was just terrible in every certain way. It was just very difficult to just look at.
Yeah,
so
I still think it's funny
I'll
that
just turn
there's
off my Xbox, and this ain't it for me today.
Yeah, I still think it's funny that there's literally an like a Cyberpunk themed Xbox One X, that can't play Cyberpunk. Like it was actually like designed with it and everything. Like it was like
Look
a
up
theme.
a picture of that. Cyberpunk
Xbox One X, not Series X, but One X.
If you want a good Cyberpunk game to play, that is reminiscent of Cyberpunk 2077, but is a top-down. I recommend The Ascent. It's really, and it's on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass,
I've heard that name somewhere before. Ascent.
Yeah. Think of it like kind of like a looter top-down Cyberpunk game where you
pictures
like,
of it. Oh, that looks a lot like it.
Your right stick, and that's
with
like
pictures.
You shoot.
Okay.
It's very it's very, what's the word?
Yeah, maybe I'm not sure. Like PewDiePie played or something. And I know I think I've heard about it because some big YouTuber maybe played it. I don't know. Ascent.
Might have been Markiplier or something.
Ascent. Let's see.
The Ascent.
But Cyberpunk now, whenever I boot up my Xbox, it's. I just. How have you played Cyberpunk before I say anything?
I have it. I actually got it for a price match on Black Friday. When did Cyberpunk come out? 2019?
2021.
It's not that young. Cyberpunk
2021. I price matched
No, it was 20. I think it was 2020.
December 10, 2020.
Okay. I actually price matched it on either the Christmas sale or the Black Friday sale for 2021 at GameStop. Now, I price matched it for $7.37. How? I do not know. I just got lucky and I said, hey, well, on your site, this reads $20, but on your ad, it says online, it says for $7.37. So he's like, oh, yeah, it does. And he price matched me for the online listing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it for $7. And to this day, it's like $20.
Wow.
Yep. I remember when the game first came out, the price went down. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
people were trying to get rid of the game.
People were trying to sell it with copies just to get, it out of their stock. And people didn't want it.
Yeah, I heard it was really buggy when it first released.
It was overhyped. Yep.
It was, yeah, and the developers didn't really get enough time because the actual company was controlling them, made them release it when it wasn't really ready.
But hey, a little polish,
a
little non-rush, and it will succeed over time. Not right away, but over time. Yeah. And that it has.
When was Cyberpunk announced? May 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So, just for our heads, they announced the game 8 years, eight
They
whole
had a
years
really
before its
awesome
release.
looking trailer too.
And they did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of wonder something. I kind of wonder, right?
Mhm.
If it takes like a long time to develop a game, like did he have to keep updating all the textures like over time because graphics kept advancing? Like graphics have changed a lot in the last 10 years, right? Even the last even from 2012 to 2020, graphics have gotten a lot better. They probably had to redo all the textures at some point to make it look up to date.
Probably.
I mean, look,
but that's a theme that keeps going with games made nowadays. For games announced long before they're going to be released. This was a whole 8 years. Another game, for example, is Elder Scrolls 6, the new one that's coming out. Or another one has been Starfield. I could look up that right now when it was announced.
Video games aside, look at what James Cameron has to do and what James Cameron has to think about when he makes the Avatar series. I mean, 2009, for example, take this. Avatar comes out. It's the most graphically intense, most beautiful CGI film in existence, right?
Oh, to this day, yes.
Every other film after it models themselves to a certain degree after Avatar. Hey, can it beat Avatar? Yeah, it probably can. Coming up with Avatar: The Way of Water, with his motion capture underwater, what? It's gonna redefine, and that harkens back to gaming. What games used to look like 20, 30, 40 years ago? If I went back in time and said, hey, this is what a game will look like 40 years from now, they would say, you're full of shit. They wouldn't believe you. Yeah. Because we have come so far and so fast in such a short amount of time.
Yeah. Like even in the past, even from the year 2000 to 2010, video game graphics were a lot more advanced.
Exactly.
When the first Halo game came out, the graphics were considered outdated within a year.
I'd say games started kicking off on graphics around 2016. That's my general thing.
I'd say maybe 2015.
I think the game that kicked it off for me was Black Ops 3.
That was 2015, late 2015.
No. Well, let me see.
It was 2015. I remember. Because me, Derek,
you are correct.
Yeah, I remember playing in 2016, early 2016.
The thing is, Call of Duty's released at the end of the year, so the year of is what I consider it. So it was mainly the year of 2016 at the majority of playtime. So that's why I got confused. You're right, though. You're right. I just checked.
Yeah.
But over 2016, that's when it started kicking off for me about games getting better on graphics.
I want to know something kind of funny. You notice how video game graphics haven't really changed that much from the last 6 years, from 2016 to 2022, but the 6 years before, from 2010 to 2016, they've changed a lot. There hasn't really been a huge graphics upgrade in quite a while. Have you noticed that?
Pretty there is a. I believe that there is a certain point to where
you can only get it so realistic.
You can only make it so realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I bet within time they'll make it look like literal reality.
Yeah.
But right now, within the next 5-10 years, I don't.
There's not going to be a whole lot of big graphics upgrades because it's already really realistic already. I
mean, the most realistic game in my opinion right now is Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's stunning. It's beautiful, but I don't see it getting better than that. I mean, GTA 6 about to come out. I mean, it will either be on par or slightly lower. I think. Red Dead was really good when it came out.
Yeah, the horse's nuts could shrink up during winter. I heard that about the game.
Yeah.
There was a meme about it.
I personally think if games continue to get more and more realistic and more lifelike over time, when are you going to separate yourself from the game in real life? Is it going to be VR? Is it going to be augmented reality, AR? Experiences is that going to be the defining experience of what it means to be no it won't.
I can imagine the games will be so realistic. Like, if you kill somebody in a game, but it'll be as if you did it in real life. I could see that happening one of these days.
Video games are what you make them.
Yeah.
Can you all agree to that?
Pretty much, yeah.
If you don't want a video game with great graphics, don't play the video game with great graphics. I mean,
yeah.
people make look at the Lords of Shadow like Castlevania series and
look at or Minecraft. That has very simplistic graphics.
Like what's the one Ori and the Blind Forest or Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
I've heard about the game. I actually hadn't played it.
It's beautiful graphics. It's a side scroller. It's all animated art. Yeah. It's fun. It's great. Plays great. And it's art. It's not like anything like Cyberpunk is, but games don't have to conform to a certain rule, right? Games don't have to all look the same, because if every game was the same, there would be no variety. There would be no competition.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm getting at is you play what you want to play when you want to play it.
Yeah.
Don't ever listen to what people say about graphics are more important. Frame rate is more important. FPS.
I do think actually like how good the game is more important than graphics. Graphics is definitely nice, yes, but we shouldn't get in the way of how good the game is.
Everything
good game first, then graphics.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
One of the games I was looking forward to this year was probably Avatar: Frontlines of Pandora, and I know that's upcoming, but
that's getting a game.
Oh yes, Avatar.
What is it based off of?
It's based directly off of James Cameron's movie Avatar. It's kind of like in between Avatar and Avatar: Way of the Water, but it's
I wasn't sure if you were talking about that one sci-fi movie or The Last Airbender.
Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. It kind of takes place a little bit before the first movie.
Avatar, what is it called? I'm sorry.
Frontiers of Pandora. You can either play as... Now, mind you, they did make an Avatar game.
That's coming out later this year.
Yes, they did make an Avatar game.
That was 2009.
That was on 360 and PS3 and PC.
I actually played that.
And I actually have that game still.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I actually traded it in and then found it 2 years later untouched and bought it again. Same copy.
Really?
It was kind of weird how it happened that way.
Someone
even found my gameplay guarantee in the case as well. So I knew that's how it was mine, because I had stitched MB into it for my name, Matt.
Wow.
So was it a good game or no? The Avatar game that came out in 2009?
I beat it, and it is actually interesting to play because you could pick two paths: either play as the Avatar people or play as the RDA. And it was a choose your own ending, and it was like a third person shooter. It was fun. It was fine for a game that came out then. I would say it ended up being pretty good for what it was.
You had different, upgrade paths with your weapons. You could upgrade weapons and your character, your skill tree, and everything like that. It's kind of like a mini role-playing game built into a third-person shooter that was built into the world of Avatar, Pandora. You could scan plants in the world, and that would unlock XP. And then you explore different zones. You can drive vehicles around. You can fly the helicopters. It was pretty much open world to an extent.
You can fly the helicopters, but you could get in them and they take you where you want to go.
No, you could actually go in certain air bases.
You say open world, you can only go so far. The world was only so big.
Yeah, it was linear to an extent, but
it had the same key points as the movie, plus a little bit more, but nothing beyond that.
And Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora is going to take that up and just blow it out of proportion.
I
So,
hope so.
you're going to be able to think of it like the world of like Fallout, as big as like Fallout 76 is, but that is the Pandora map.
Wasn't it? Remember when there was a period of time, like, before I think it was before 2016 or even way earlier. There was a period of time where there'd be a lot of video games based off of movies, and a lot of them would not be that good. But like then again, I heard there's this one game called Mad Max. It was based off a movie, but I heard it was pretty good according to people who played it.
I know what you're
still have
talking
yet
about.
To play that game. I have it installed and everything. It always goes on $5. So
I heard that there was quite a while where movie-based video games did not do well. It was a long time ago, but there was a long period of time.
One of them is definite. I believe they will never get a Superman video game right. Superman just has way too many powers. There's not enough buttons on a controller. I don't think they could ever get one right.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Want to know one game I actually played when I was a kid? I still have my copy of it, but it's all scratched up. It's based off a movie. It was it was a Transformers video game. It was on the 360, made the year the movie came out.
I played a few of those.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty fun when I first played it. I can't play it now because, like I said, the disc is all scratched up. But I saw the copy I had when I was like 6.
Which one of the Transformers games?
It just says this is called Transformers the game. I think it was the first game. It came out when the first movie came out, and I'm not talking about the one from the 80s. I'm talking about the one from like 2007.
It's not like Fall of Cybertron or Rise of the Dark Spark or anyone.
No, it wasn't. I think it was the first Transformers video game, and I remember really enjoying them.
The Transformer games that I played were Fall of Cybertron, and War of Cybertron. Those were.
I remember renting
solid.
those games from Blockbuster. Oh yeah,
dude. GameFly for me, but it was really good. Those games were fun. I just love Transformers.
I heard they're still around. Want to know? It'd be cool.
Yeah. Good on them.
Want to know? It'd be kind of funny. Like, want to know? My dad used to have a long time ago. Like, how you get people would like jailbreak their Xboxes, like the original Xbox.
JTAGs, yeah.
Yeah, JTAG. I don't know what my dad did with one of his original Xbox. He sold it a long time ago, but he had it to where if you put a game in it, it would automatically download a copy of the game to the system, so you didn't have to put the disc in. Imagine doing that with rented games. That'd be fucking crazy. Then again, kind of illegal though.
What does jailbreaking mean? I'm kind of new to that.
Jailbreaking means to alter your original device altering the software, make it your own.
Yeah,
like you can load, like for example, if you jailbreak a iPhone, you can put games that are no longer on the iOS store on the phone, and jailbreak Android phones, you can load it up with a whole bunch of mods and various games.
Some people use
things that the developers don't want you to do.
Yeah. Like a lot of people use JTAGs in their Xbox 360s to be able to pirate video games more easily. I've heard about that. I mean, obviously, I do avoid that, but I don't see anything wrong if you already own a copy of the game and you're making a copy specifically for yourself. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like you're putting it on your system.
I actually bought a JTAG console off a dude at GameStop because they wouldn't take it and I bought it for $0.25.
What was it, a 360 or original?
It was an original white fat 360, and I could tell just from the back plate they were cracking that bitch open and they were modifying it. Oh yes,
yeah.
It had LEDs, it had everything. When I powered it on in my mom's house so I wouldn't get IP banned. And let's just say it's flash Red Ring of Death like instantaneously, and I was like, "Fuck, that was $0.25 wasted."
I mean, at least you only paid $0.25 for it. It's not like you spent a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
My Xbox has never given me. It's been old reliable for me.
Yeah.
And I fear the day of the Red Ring of Death.
I'll have to buy a JTAG original Xbox one of these days, so I could just have a bunch of games loaded up on it. That'd be kind of cool.
Don't go with the original. Go with the S or the E models because they're more reliable.
Are you talking about 360 or originals?
Yeah. Don't go with the original 360, the white, or the Elite model.
Now that I think about it, how would I JTAG my Xbox 360? I mean, I'll have to ask you about that sometime. Now that I think about it, because I have one.
YouTube. That's probably your best friend. I wouldn't advise jailbreaking the console because if it ever connects to the online, it could IP ban either the console or your IP address.
Does it actually IP ban your whole your IP address?
Can.
Now I have to figure out a way to install VPN on it.
Because they have the right to modifying the console to benefit your own game.
Yeah.
So
I may just use a mobile hotspot if I ever do use that.
If you were to get a console and JTAG it and modify it, and you were get IP banned, boo-hoo, oh well, that sucks for you.
Yeah.
I never to say I've never modded is a lie, but to say I have modded consoles is a complete lie. The only thing I have modded was Minecraft maps on 360 and Dead Island 1 and Dead Island Riptide saves on Audio. That's and Dead Space 1 and 2 and 3 saves. But to get like the modded guns and the infinite ammo glove, and
I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with modding as long as you're not like going online and cheating, you know?
Yeah, I was strictly playing single player games.
Yeah,
minus Dead Island. Like you would play the you would get a guy that would have like the drop a blowgun with like 999 million rounds on it, and it would be like a one shot kill to any zombie on the island. So you would just get a gun and you would hold on to it forever, and you would just walk up to a zombie and it would just one shot them, and then you would collect the money and you would pick up like 300,000, 955,000, and it would be like modded money,
just
but it would
ridiculous
be like,
amount.
Yeah, it would be freaking insane. And it would be all legit, and they wouldn't care. So
yeah,
good times.
Well, I think we reached all of our points, guys.
So speaking of,
I'd say that'd be a wrap. Or
so speaking of, one more thing we could probably talk about, like about our YouTube stuff, right? Like, you know, like I know, like, you know, like what are our plans for YouTube stuff? You know, like, I mean, I'm currently working on certain videos and stuff, kind of deciding which ones are good, which ones are not so good, you know, and kind of editing a little bit. So, like, I'm currently looking at some CS:GO recordings. I forgot about this. About it, though.
When Modern Warfare 2 comes out, do you think it's a possibility of one of us or all of us co-stream on Twitch or?
We could probably figure out how to do that. I mean, do you have? Are you going to play on PC or console? If you
that's a big question.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's crossplay.
Yeah,
but
if you ever plan on recording it,
I made the mistake of getting $120 Steam credit, so I have to use that sometime. So I have Modern Warfare 2 on my Xbox Series console, and I'm probably gonna get it on my PC, but only on Steam. So.
Yeah. If you plan on making YouTube content of it, I'd probably get it on PC, only because Elgatos are kind of expensive.
Yeah, I'll figure something out with the capture devices. But
all right, yeah,
cool.
Anyways, so yeah, I think we are probably going to wrap it up here. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. So yeah, this is episode 4 of the Hotel Lobby Podcast. Previously known as
Podcast.
Yeah, previously known as No Name Podcast, just to prevent confusion. So yeah.
Yep,
Anyways,
we just had a name change, and it's that simple. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Have a good time.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.
all right.